Hi guys, welcome in or welcome back to my channel, Home with Christy T. As you can tell from the title of today's video, we are going to be doing a pink Christmas. As you guys know, my favorite color is pink, so I'm super excited to be doing a pink Christmas here in my home, which is going to mostly be my office. But I will go ahead and let you guys know that this video will be just DIYs and shopping and like preparing for the decorating process. But there will be a part 2 where you guys will come along with me while I decorate my home/office with the pink Christmas and all the things that we DIY and shop for in today's video. So as always, don't forget to watch the entire video and hit that like and subscribe button down below so you can let YouTube know that this content is worth watching and worth sharing. And let's get started. Alright guys, so today is November 4th, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we are doing a pink Christmas, obviously. And I wanted to come on and vlog this for you guys so that you guys also have time to purchase the items. So there will be a second video, a part 2, that showcases me putting all of the items into place and getting the room set up. So that's going to be a second video, just so you know. But this video is going to be mostly about me purchasing the items, things that I'm going to find, and so that you guys have time to purchase these items for yourself. As you know, I do live in Japan, so it's going to take about 2 weeks for these items to come to me. However, if you live in the States, as you know, Amazon ships a lot quicker there, so you know, you have that to look forward to. However, like I said, I have to wait 2 weeks, so that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, let's get to it. Hi guys, this is voiceover Christy. I just wanted to pop in here and say that if you're looking for some inspiration for your pink Christmas or for any Christmas ideas, I have created a pink Christmas Pinterest board that I will leave linked down below, that if you're looking for some inspiration for DIYs or anything like that, you can definitely check it out and see what you like.
Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.
So I will have this link down below for you guys, but this is the pink Christmas tree that I ended up ordering from Amazon, and you'll see shortly how it turned out. So hi guys, today is November 6th and I just came from a little shopping trip that I wanted to show you guys what I got. So a little shopping haul of pink items or things that I'm going to make into pink items for the pink Christmas. So I'm super excited, so let me show you what I got. So we're gonna start off with the things that I just picked up today. So I'm gonna show you what I got from Daiso. And I will tell you, just like in the States where you have to go to multiple Dollar Trees to find multiple items because not all Dollar Trees have the same item, same with Daiso and Sarita and all those other stores, because some of them have certain stuff and some of them don't. But the more you go to different places, the more you'll find more items. So let me show you what I picked up. Yes, I'm just gonna hold the bag. I don't have anywhere to sit this behind me at the moment. I have a chair full of things to show you guys, so bear with me. So I picked up these. These are just like the soft, like cottony stuffing stuff that you use to make it look like snow in your home. I picked up 2 of these from the Big Pink Daiso. So if you live in Ibukuni, it's the Big Pink Daiso that sits by itself, I guess I would say. They have this one clear bowl, so I'm gonna find something to do with this. I also picked up this because I am going to make my own tree skirt, because I didn't find anything that I liked that was just kind of speaking to me, and this is like super soft and like really pretty. So I'm just gonna either sew this together or like hot glue the materials together to make like a circle decor. I did find these, which they didn't have at the Daiso that's in Fresca Mall, I believe. And these are rose goldish pink bulbs. They were $1 a pack, obviously. And there's 6 bulbs in each. And I just got 2 of these because I did go ahead and buy some white and silver ones, which was this cute little glowing Christmas tree. I might not turn it on because I think there's a pink in it, but I'm not sure if it's like green or yellow or anything like it's saying. I'm not gonna turn it on. I just like it for the clear. So, which is this pink right there. It's so cute, guys. This came from Frank and it's like ceramic, and it was $6. And oh my gosh, I think you can use this in your kitchen, like to sit pots on and stuff, but I just wanted for decor to like look pretty. So you will see this somewhere in my office as well. This I already had. This is from the States. It was from a wreath that I previously did. If I can find it, I'll insert a photo of what that looked like for you guys. But if not, just know this is a repurposed material from a previous wreath, and I'm going to use it again for this year's projects. As I mentioned previously, you definitely want to check multiple Daisos because different ones have different items. So these are the last few items that I picked up from the Daiso in the Festa Mall. I'm kind of speeding through this because as I'm editing this from voiceover Christy, it's getting pretty long, so I just wanted to speed through this. But these are items you definitely can find at the Daiso in the Festa Mall, and I'm not even sure if I will use all of these items, but I definitely wanted to have them. Alright, so the first DIY I want to show you guys is this simple, cute Christmas tree DIY. First, you're going to need some paper, scissors, and just some simple tape, whether there's washi tape or whatever tape you have will work fine. You can even use hot glue for this, but you're simply just going to take a piece of like printer copier paper, which is what I'm using here, and roll it into a cone. So if you've ever made like snow cones or anything like that, cotton candy before, you know how to do this process. It's simple, easy. It may bounce back on you a few times, but you can even adjust to get a different size cones depending on how big you want it. Once you have that done, you're going to want to put a piece of tape on where the seams meet onto the next page. This is just going to hold that flap into place. You can also hot glue this piece down if you want, but it's easier to just use tape in my opinion. You're just going to go ahead and get that tape down, and then these trees can be used to create so many designs, as you guys will see what my end product will look like in a minute. But I highly recommend this DIY as it's super cheap. Obviously, it's copy paper and tape, and then whatever material you want to put on the outside to create the design that you want. So once you have trimmed it to the desired length, you will have your trees. As you'll see here, I made 3 different trees of 3 different heights, but that was just my preference. You can do as many of these as you like. So let's get creative with these. So once you have your desired amount of trees, you're going to want to design them. Obviously, I picked up this pink ruffled ribbon from Takai Heart here in Iwakuni, Japan. But if you're in the States, obviously you have access to other stores where you can pick this up. But I wanted something that was super cute and like frilly for just kind of a really just like nostalgic kind of look for this tree that was just like ruffles that kind of remind me of my childhood. So that's why I chose this pink ruffled ribbon here. What you see me doing now is figuring out if I wanted to spiral it, like just continue it, do a continuous row like that kept going up until I reached the top. However, I did not like that, so I did it row per row. So once I completed a row, I'd wrap it around, meet to the next edge, cut it there, and glue that piece down, and repeat that step all the way until I got to the top, so that I can have just more of a layered look instead of a spiraled tree. So if you want it to look more spirally going up, just continue to wrap it all the way to the top without cutting it per sections. But I want to say I got a yard worth of ribbon for this, and I had a lot left over, so I highly recommend getting this. And it just really gave such a cute look. I'm going to show you guys a few more times what I'm doing with this, and then I'm going to move to the next tree. And several layers later, this was the final look. For tree number 2, I decided I wanted to use this rope that I had in my stash from Daiso. This rope is $1 per pack, but you will need 2 packs of this rope. You can definitely find it on the sewing or craft aisle in Daiso, and any Daiso, I'm sure they have it. I needed 2 specifically because I did decide to use the spiral method on this tree, as I knew it would still give a really pretty look, and I think just rope all together looks really pretty when it's spiraled. So as you'll see here, I'm simply just gluing a little bit of hot glue around and just wrapping the rope around that and up until the tree, up until my rope runs out, honestly, because it does run out and then I have to use my second pack. And what you want to do with these is try to keep your seams all in the same place. That way when you're showing it, so say for instance you're showing the back or the front, whatever side you're showing, put your seams on the opposite side, that way they're not seen or that would affect your design. Several wraps later, this was the final look for this rope tree. Alright, so for my final tree, and as I mentioned before, you can do as many of these as you like, but I decided that this is going to be my final tree, and I wanted to do a pink fluffy tree. I've seen a couple of these in stores before, but I really just wanted a pink fluffy one, and like I said, I live in Japan and trying to access these items is just almost impossible. So I knew I could definitely DIY it. So this fabric is just actually a piece of a blanket that I picked up from Daiso, which was like $2, even less than that if you're counting US dollars. But I simply cut a long piece from it, pinched the ends together and hot glued those, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. And honestly, this one is one you have to definitely play with to make sure your seams look okay, because it won't look perfect personally. Like, I just couldn't get it exactly perfect, but my seams are in the back and they're nicely lined up enough that I'm comfortable with it. So definitely do what feels right for you and what seems perfect for you. So to finish this off, guys, you're definitely gonna give this a trim around the edges. This is just gonna give it a nice polished look. I trimmed it just enough so that I can fold those edges over into the cone so that you wouldn't see them, because otherwise once you set it down it would look very rough and very just homemade, which it is obviously, but just folding over those edges will definitely give it more of a clean polished look, so it can look a little bit more professional as if you did buy it from the stores. And this is the final product after all of my trees were done. You can definitely do a village of these trees as it's so cheap. On to project number 3. You will need 3 pink boxes for this, or any color boxes, whatever the style you're trying to do. But I am using these pink boxes that I picked up from Daiso that were $1 a piece. As you can see, they do have like a quote on the top, which it's a nice quote, but I didn't really want that showing. So I am glad that I did get this smaller white box that doesn't have anything on it at all. And we're going to simply stack these, and to get the perfect alignment we are going to be using some tape underneath them to just kind of help them hold in place so that it's easy to manipulate them while I'm working on tying the bow and getting them to the perfect shape that I desire. Here's a picture of what it looks like for the one that I wanted from Amazon, but I just really didn't feel like waiting for it to come in. So yeah, this one is smaller, but if you do decide to order the one from Amazon, it has like I think 3 or 4 boxes that you can use, and they are bigger and it is a much bigger stack. But if you are looking for a DIY friendly way to do this and on a short budget and just like short time, I highly recommend doing it this way. Pro tip: highly suggest burning the tips of your ribbon after cutting them to prevent them from fraying. And this was the finished product. As you guys saw, this was super easy to complete and give such a cute, perfect look, and you definitely can use this to store Christmas presents in. On to project number 3. For this, we'll be using the styrofoam hoop that I told you I have been repurposing for years from my first Christmas in my home, and I'll be using this to create my own pink wreath for my DIY pink Christmas. So as I mentioned before, I picked up this pink fluffy lap blanket from Daiso that was about 200 yen, and I simply cut it into strips. And at first I wasn't sure on how I was going to complete the wrap around it, but I just did a simple spiral wrap around the entire loop to complete the look. I wasn't liking how you could see some of the seams, so I did decide to have this look a little bit more polished and finished, to use the white satin ribbon that I used prior for the gift boxes, to just kind of give it a nice finished look and to wrap it around as well. This is just going to kind of help hide those seams where the connections were made. And to do this, I also just ended up matching the end piece to the beginning piece of my ribbon so that there wouldn't be like such a huge gap, as you can see here. And finally, to complete this, I just made a simple ribbon. I wish I could have just got this for you guys a little bit better, but I realized the angle on this wasn't as good to show. So it's honestly just the simplest ribbon technique that you can use to just make a simple ribbon. You tie it as if you're about to tie your shoes. You cut an extra piece to tie around it to give it a more polished look, and that's about it. And this was the finished look after I added the bow, and I'm so in love with how this turned out, and I can't wait to style it in my home. as I mentioned before, I wanted to make my own DIY Christmas skirt. So I'm using these white square cloths that I picked up from the store as well, and this pink blanket that you saw previously. And I'm cutting the squares in the center like a triangle, if that makes sense. This is so that I can get a bigger shape. So the squares are kind of small, so cutting them up the center is going to give me 2 larger sides, which, like I said, I did cut the strips of pink to attach to the center of these. So as you can see, at this point I've done one of the sides, but I have left 3 sides open. In each of those 3 spots I'll be placing a strip of pink fabric and sewing those seams together. This is just going to give me a bigger surface to work with so I can cut my circle out of. And if you don't have a sewing machine, you can hot glue these together or use fabric glue to attach the seams together. Alright, and this is what it was looking like after I had attached all of the seams to one another. The next step was to get the circle shape that I wanted, because obviously I didn't want to leave it square. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So using the largest bucket that I could find in my home, I place it in the center of my fabric square, and then I use this little spatula to measure around it to help just figure out the exact width around that so that I can get an exact circle. You can use any tool that you can find to make an exact circle. This is just going to make sure that it's the same width from the center that it is to all of the edges. And as you can see, this is what it was looking like after I had trimmed all of the edges to give me a circle shape. And this is going to look really great underneath my pink Christmas tree. So for this final DIY, I really feel like this made the biggest impact in the decor. I highly suggest it, but it's going to be a DIY fireplace, faux fireplace obviously. And for this I just used 6 boxes. I purchased 6 boxes at least from NAFCO, and I'll try to insert the picture of the size here, but there are 2 on each side and then 1 in the center, so 5 boxes total. And for this I honestly used a very strong duct tape to seal the seams together because I couldn't figure out what would hold them together, which you could probably use some braces, but I highly suggest just really strong duct tape, as you won't see this anyway. So to cover these, you can really use contact paper. However, I just ended up picking up these faux brick stickers from Daiso. I ended up needing a total of 20 of these to cover the entire box. I did not cover the backs, but I did cover the front and the sides, just because I wanted to be able to take pictures of it with the sides looking really nice. So if you're just going to do the front panel and you're going to put this in a corner somewhere where the sides or the back won't be seen, just do the front. However, I wanted to do the front, the sides, and a little bit inside because I wanted to make it look as real as possible. So like I said, you'll need 20 of these. There's 1 per pack, so about $20 or less than that if you're counting it as yen. And you're just gonna layer these per, like, just kind of do different styles so the bricks aren't exactly in line with each other. So today is obviously another day. I could have finished the fireplace last night. However, I went out with some friends, had some fun. So I really needed that tea this morning for sure. So today I'm just gonna be finishing up the project. Today is November 12th. November 12th is a Saturday. So it's Veterans Day in the States, and Veterans Day was yesterday for us, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this fireplace, and then I'm going to show you guys what the end product of that is looking like. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this is the DIY and shopping edit of this video. The next second part of this video will be me showing you how I decorate. So my room is in shambles. Got that from one of my fellow YouTubers. I'll link her down below. She has a really great YouTube channel. I've been watching her for a while. But yes, my room is in shambles. There's stuff everywhere. So this is not a good time to show you guys like what the finished product of like the space is looking like, because it's not decorated. It's just DIYs everywhere. There's stuff from DIYs everywhere. So that's why I wanted to get the DIYs done first, the shopping done first, and so you guys can see. And if you want to do this for your home, then you have this video to show you what you can do to make your home look this way. So let me just go ahead and finish up this fireplace real quick, and then I'll be right. I ended up covering the top of my fireplace in this white contact paper that I also picked up from Daiso. Unfortunately, I did not get a picture of the package that it was in, but it's the textured white peel and stick paper that they have at Daiso. Okay, so I did want to come on here and show you guys the other items I did get in this week for the pink Christmas. They came in the mail, and then like I said, I picked up some other items along the way. So I'm going to show you what those are. So first is this package. I picked up an item I got from Etsy. I will link the shop down below where I picked this up from, but it was so cute and very cheap actually. And it came in this week, and I said, I gotta share it. This is not something that I made or that I make, so it was definitely nice to support a small business. Look at that, it's so cute. It says, I'm dreaming of a pink Christmas, and it's so cute. So I'm gonna put this on my little pegboard that I have in my office to decorate for Christmas a little bit. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. So like I said, I'm going to leave their shop link down below so you guys can pick this up for yourself, but I highly recommend it. It's about the size of my hand. So the next item that I did pick up were these little garland pink and white like globe lights. So I'm probably going to string these on the fireplace or somewhere in here for the pink Christmas, but I'm also planning to use these after Christmas. Some of these items you will for sure see repurposed in my office for all year round, just because I love pink and white. Like, that's my thing anyway. So this was like perfect. So I'll definitely have some more items in my office. If you live in Japan, and if you live specifically in Iwakuni or on the military base that I am stationed on, shout out to you, by the way. But you know that finding wrapping paper for Christmas is a struggle. That being said, I really wanted some pink Christmas wrapping paper. They didn't have that at the MCX. They don't have pink wrapping paper out in town for a Christmas theme. So what I did was pick up these pink poster roll things. It says it's graph line paper. Can you guys see that? Graph lined paper. So on one side, I opened one. So on one side, it does have the graphs, and I went ahead and opened this just so that if you guys are thinking about doing this, that you can get this too. So one side, you can see it has like lines on it, but on the other side, it's blank. So I'm going to use this to wrap like some faux Christmas presents or even regular Christmas presents to put under the tree. And I might like put some stickers or stuff on it to make it extra special, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it like just a pink color. So the last thing that came in this week that I'm super excited, that came in super quick actually, which I was surprised about. I haven't even opened the box. I don't know what it looks like. I just know what the picture shows. But this is like the piece de resistance. I need this to have the pink Christmas. So if you know what it is, like, you already know. You already know. So let me show you. It's my tree, my Christmas tree for the pink office. So I'm about to open it really quick and pull it out so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm not gonna like set it up yet, but I'm gonna show you what the tree itself looks like. And I'll probably just assemble the height so you guys can see what that's looking like. Gosh, this is the perfect shade of pink. This is literally the perfect shade of pink. I love it. So obviously it came with a little stand so you can pop the tree in. And I am gonna show you guys how tall it is, just so if you do decide to buy this tree, you have a reference. Now, guys, I didn't know this. It came with a set of string lights. Now, am I gonna use these? I don't know, because I was really looking for some Christmas lights on a white string. I am gonna use these because these are on a clear string, which is perfect, which is what I want. And it came with like the little adapter piece. I did not know this was gonna be in here. I probably should have read the description. But it's a nice little surprise for me, and now you know. This tree cost $89. I'll try to insert the picture here right now, but it came with a set of string lights and they're LEDs, and it says it's prorated for outdoor use as well, which the box is actually misleading because the box says that the cord cable color is dark green. It's not dark green, it's silver, so that's nice for me. And I'm just going to sit it in here for now. They always come with these little tops. This is the second piece. Or is this the bottom? Not sure. But we're gonna. Alright guys, so that is going to be all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed these DIYs. I might do a few more that I'm going to add into the second video, so stay tuned for that. And in the second video, as I mentioned before, we will be decorating the pink Christmas here, so stay tuned for that. As you can see behind me, the fireplace is complete, as you saw in the previous clips, and a few of the DIYs are sitting on top already, but I have not decorated, I have not put up the tree, so stay tuned for that. And guys, like I said, always comment down below if you would have done anything differently, and if you love these DIYs, of course, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to let YouTube know that my content is worth sharing and worth watching. So guys, thank you so much for joining me as always with Home with Christy T. We'll see you next time. Bye.